Hey everyone, just a quick word before we get started on this beer review. If you're interested in purchasing any of these beers that you see on my channel, stick around to the end of the video and I will tell you where you can purchase them at online. Now, isn't that lovely? Have beer shipped right to your home and don't have to go anywhere. All right, enjoy the video. Cheers to that. Welcome, my friends. Thanks so much for taking the time to stop by once again as we sample some more great tasting international craft beers with Dr. Dave. Fabulous. Now, for our sampling pleasures and tasting delights today, I haven't had this in a good number of years, but I'm going to have it today. From the Wurzburger Hofbrau Brauerei, located in Bavaria, Germany. It checks in at 4.9% alcohol by volume and is described as a premium Pilsner. Now, I have a lovely mirror on this wall over here from the Wurzburger Hofbrau Brauerei. Can't see it, can't even see the reflection, but it's there. Oh, I've got a real collection of beer mirrors in here. That side of the room is mostly liqueurs and alcohol, and this side of the room and that side of the room is mostly beer. So anyway, here's our, I almost dropped that. That's a Susan B. Anthony dollar. You don't see too many of those these days. There's our bottle cap from the Brauerei. We're going to use this traditional footed Pilsner glass. It's perfect for this beer. Although I do have glassware from this brewery, it's 2.5 liters. This is only 11.2 ounces. Come on now. That glass would look empty, right? Yeah, I haven't had this beer in a long time, but it's one of my favorite breweries out of Germany. Very beautiful golden pour. Lively carbonated. Got some nice carbonation. By the way, this has got 2 months on it for the best by date. I'm so happy that international beers are finally dating their bottles and cans because, that's kind of a crapshoot, if you will. When you're at the store and you really want to buy a beer, but there's no date on it, I have to let it pass. The only time I'm going to buy that is if it's in a can and it's in the refrigerator. I'll take a chance on it. But if it's in the bottle or a can and it's sitting on the store shelf at room temperature, I'm going to have to let it slide. Even though I really want to try it, I got to let it go. And I would suggest you do the same because you have no idea how long that beer's been there. Now, if you see dust, if you go in a store and you see dust on the neck of the bottle, don't buy it. It's been there way too long. Don't buy it. That's just my tip from me to you. Yeah. But anyway, back to this beer. It's got a little bit of chill haze on it. I just took it out of the refrigerator. It's about 40 degrees Fahrenheit. So it might not be at the optimal serving temperature, but I like them cold like this. Now let's see what kind of aroma we can pick up. Mm. See me smiling, right? Because I get some hops in here. I get some nice, spicy, aromatic hops. Now, I don't know what this is brewed with. It could be brewed with Hallertau Blanc. It could be brewed with Saaz hops. I don't know. I know when I taste it, though, because if it's really spicy, it's got Saaz hops in here. But it's got some lovely malts in there as well. So let me drink this beer, but before I do, I want to thank the brewers in Germany for all the hard work they do. Man, I wish I could take a trip to Germany for about a month or so and sample all their beers, but it's not going to happen, unfortunately. So, prost to the brewers in Germany and prost to you at home. My terrible German accent. Man, I'm telling you, I have never ever had a beer from Germany that I didn't like, and I don't think I ever will. No, I don't think it's possible. Mm-mm. No, because Germans don't do the things to their beer that Americans do. You're not going to find a New England style IPA in Germany. You're just not going to find that. You're going to find a traditional Pilsner lager. And if you do find an IPA, it's not going to be a New England style. Yeah, I think over the years, I think I saw two IPAs from Germany. Two, two. Yeah. They're mostly Pilsners, which is a style of lager. They've got the Schwartz beer. They got the Vienna lagers. They've got the Christmas beers. They've got the uh, what are they called? The double box. Yeah, they do not go out for those crazy beers that the Americans do. They don't. This is a beer you want to drink slowly and take your time with. You want to taste the nuance in this beer. Man, it's got a lovely malt backbone, but then it's got that nice dry, slightly bitter finish. It's not over the top bitter. It's just slightly bitter to let you know there's some good hops in here. Crystal clear golden color. Look at that. It's lively carbonation was flowing up from the bottom and it's kind of flattened out now, but it's got some nice lacing clinging to the side of the glassware to let you know that it is a well crafted beer. And we can always bring that foam back. We just need to put our stick in there, but we don't need to do that because we know it's a well crafted beer. The Wurzburger Hofbrau. Man, if you have not tried this beer, Dr. Dave says you should try one. That should be on your bucket list. Now, this can be found at the halftime beverage, which is in my description box. You can buy a single bottle. What I would recommend is if you really like German beers, just go through and put one of each in your box. It's not that much to ship it. It's going to be about $18, $19 to ship it. And that's not a lot. That's not a lot to ship 12 bottles of beer. So, I mean, your total cost might be what, 65, 70 bucks. That's not a lot of money for 12 good bottles of beer. And I guarantee you, you're going to like this beer. Yeah, this is not your American macro lager Pilsner. This is some good beer because the Reinheitsgebot, right? They only brew with four ingredients, man. There's no fillers in here. There's no adjuncts. It's just beer. Beer. Yeah, that's what it is. Well, anyway, all kidding aside, I would highly recommend that you try this beer. This is some really good beer. I've seen these beers in cans. I think that they're going to just run out the rest of their bottles that they have. Pretty soon, everything will be in cans, which is even better. Protects from the light. Yeah, just because it's in a can, though, doesn't mean it protects it from heat. It just protects it from light. So be careful. Always try to store your beers in the fridge if possible. If not, a cool, dark, dry place, and everything will be good. All right, my friends. Life is short. Let's be happy. If you can get your hands on this beer, I highly recommend it. You will not be disappointed at all. This is a really good beer, light body, light mouth feel, good carbonation, and it will go well with just about any type of food that you can imagine. So there you have it. Hey, I tell you what. Until we meet next time, here's wishing all of you the very best of goodbyes, and as always, cheers. Okay, everyone. As promised, Dr. Dave's going to tell you where he buys his beers and where you can buy them also. First on the list is rivalrybrews.com. Now, don't worry, I'm going to put the links in the description box for you. Rivalry Brews is a relatively new mail order place. It's based right here in Ohio, in Medina, and they are fantastic. I tell you what, when they first started, I got free shipping on all the beers. Now I think they charge me $2. $2 for 12 beers. That's fantastic. Now, as far as I know, they ship to the lower 48, but you might want to check the website on that. I can't be 100% sure, but the shipping is fast. The turnaround is fast, and if anything's wrong, they will fix it right away. I only had one issue with them, and they refunded half my purchase order, which I thought was more than fair. More than fair. So anyway, by the way, disclaimer, I don't get any money on any of this. I'm not affiliated with any of these beer companies. They don't know I'm doing this. I'm just telling you where to buy the beer. Now, one day I may be affiliated, and if I am at that point, I'll certainly let you know. So, Rivalry Brews, located right here in Ohio, they specialize in Ohio beers, beers from Pennsylvania and Indiana. So, if you want some good Ohio craft beer, that's a good place to start. The second one on my list, oh, I love this place. It's called Halftime Beer. Halftime Beer has two locations in New York State, Poughkeepsie and I believe it's pronounced Mamaroneck. Mamaroneck. Yeah, don't quote me on that pronunciation. I tried my best. Yeah, anyway, they have more beer online than you could possibly look at in a day. I'm telling you, they have beer everywhere on that website. And all you have to do is go on there, make your selection, and have it shipped. Now, they do have gift boxes, which come with a really nice cooler. Yeah, and you can't beat it. It's $5 shipping on those special orders. Now, on the other beers, the shipping can get a little bit pricey, but I've never had an order for more than $20 shipping, which I think is really good for 12 bottles of beer. Now, if you get cans, it's less cost because it weighs less. And that's what costs the money is the weight and the size of the box. So, yeah, check them out. Now, I belong to two of their what's known as Beer of the Month Club. I'm in their German Beer of the Month Club, so I get 12 bottles from six different breweries, two of each, once a month. And there's a lot of beers in there that I've never heard of from Germany. I thought I had them all, not even close. And then I have the Around the World Beer Club, which is exactly what it sounds like. It's beers from all over the world. So far, I only got one beer that I didn't really like. It happens. It happens. And, you take your chances on that. But I got some beer from South Korea, of all places, South Korea. I thought it was really, really good. Now, last on the list, but not least, and I didn't put these in any particular order, it's the Best Damn Beer Shop. Now, they're out of San Diego, and they have a killer selection. I'm telling you. Matter of fact, talking about all this beer, I'm going to have one here. Mm, that's just a regular run of the mill Pilsner, German style, but it hits the spot on a day like this. Anyway, Best Damn Beer Shop. Woo! Now, their shipping, they require you to choose in lots of six. So you can get 6, 12, 18, 24 is the maximum. And their shipping is reasonable considering I'm on the East Coast and they're on the West Coast. Yeah, the shipping is generally about $19 for a 12 bottle selection, which I don't think is a lot. $19? No, I don't think that's a lot. Now, the more beer you buy, the less money it's going to cost. That's just a fact of economics. So if you want to buy six beers, it's going to cost more to ship it than the 12. Hey, I don't make the rules, man. Just buy more beer. You save more money on shipping. What can I tell you? Yeah, but they're a great place, and so all three of those places, Rivalry Brews for Ohio beers, and then you have the Halftime Beverage, which is in New York. They have a selection on everything, and same thing with Best Damn Beer Shop. Now, if you want some West Coast beers that you can't find in your town, that's the place to buy them at. Last but not least, people always ask me, what is that on your beer glass? Well, I bought it at Amazon, Amazon.com. It's called a vacuum vin. Vacuum vin. And if I'm not mistaken, it's from Sweden, if I'm not mistaken. And the inside of it is lined with special material. So what you do is you put this in the freezer, you let it sit overnight, and then you put your beverage in here, and it will maintain that beverage at around 38 degrees, which is really cold for a beer. But I like my Pilsners cold. Now, if you already have a beer that warmed up, put it in here and it'll bring it to the proper temperature, no doubt. And I said last, but I was mistaken. This is the last thing I want to talk about. Dr. Dave's beer glasses. Now, I did sell these a number of years ago when I had my other beer channel. And this is a new design, though. This is a different design. Now, I could sell these if there's enough interest in them, but I have to order them about 144 at a time. So I don't want to order them unless there's some real interest in them. Now, it's difficult to see on here, but it says Dr. Dave's cheap ass beer reviews. Yeah, it's not really going to come out that well there on the camera. But I would sell these at cost. Now I'm not trying to make any money on them. I think it cost me 14.98 to have those made. So I would sell them at the same price. Now I don't know, the price could have gone up because I did buy those a few years back. So, but I would sell them at cost if anybody's interested. But like I said, I don't get any money off these links. There's no affiliate links here. I'm not making any money. I just wanted to let everybody know where I buy my beer, so you could buy it too. Oh, and you know, I almost forgot the Amazing Clubs Beer of the Month Club. Amazing clubs. I'll put all the links in the description box. Knock yourself out. Hey, thanks for watching, okay? And Dr. Dave says cheers to that.